Hi guys, welcome to a brand new challenge for career mode. As you can see here, we are gonna be starting a career mode with AC Milan. They have horrible kits. They don't have the official badge, but it's still an incredibly difficult matchup. I feel like it's a really interesting one as well because right now they're doing horrible, being ninth in the Serie A. One of the leaders who used to dominate in the Champions League, who always competed for one. Now they're ninth in the Serie A, and it's amazing. They have an incredible squad with very complete players. Still, they're struggling. In the Super Cup, they actually won it against Inter, but still struggling, and they are still in the semifinal of the Cup. And of course, if we check directly in the Champions League, there we go. AC Milan actually passed through 10th and then ended up being eliminated by Feyenoord. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that would lead us to the Europa League or not. Yeah, maybe it just eliminates us because we ended up being eliminated from Feyenoord. So we are eliminated from European trophies, just competing for the cup and of course the Serie A. This is a very difficult matchup. Of course, one of the leaders of the squad of the Serie A, and still a remaining struggle with this squad. And of course, if we check that directly, the team, which is a very complete team with players such as Joao Felix, Pulisic, and many others. I feel like we can incorporate this squad towards the future, but something to consider is that we can't make any more signings. We can't make any of them because right now we have already started with the season. With this, we're going to be seeing if we can actually add some free agents. If not, we're going to be simulating the season and let's see how we do. Okay, guys, for this season, because I can't make any signings, I'm just making free agent signings. First signing like Luis Malogon. This is mostly because our goalkeeper in the bench is more than 35 or 32. I don't know, so he's pretty old, so I feel like it's a good rotation. Also, Tony Fruk, I feel like it's a good signing to have a bench squad for a central attacking midfielder, more so because Joao Felix is just not performing. And of course, Jorge Sanchez is a right back, of course, but I think it allows us to have a bit more squad depth considering Florenzi is getting pretty old. With this, we incorporate, and this would be our final squad for the season. I basically was not able to improve anyone from our starters, but I feel like it's a good squad to start off with. The problem is that many of our current squad players are loaned out. So we have a problem with that because for next season we're gonna have to make some proper signings in order to transform this team. But yeah, we'll see how we do. With this, I'm going to be simulating the season and hoping we can actually improve in our Serie A position. Let's go. Okay, after simulating the first season, let's see how we actually perform. Apparently, this month was pretty good. Let's see how we did. We ended up being 8th in the Serie A, an improvement from one position to the other. I feel like it was an impossible job to be able to just improve the levels. But it is what it is. We're not going to have any European competitions for next season. And of course, Inter were champions of the Serie A. Great, not a great excuse. We also won the Super Cup, of course. Then let's check the Coppa Italia, where we passed through Inter Milan on penalties, which is great news for us, and we were able to win it against Bologna, which I think it means that we're gonna be in a European tournament. I'm pretty sure, which is great news. I mean, 2 trophies for a bad season. It's a pretty great accomplishment in my opinion. And let's check the Champions League just out of curiosity, and of course it's Real Madrid. Real Madrid dominating every single thing. Okay, nice. And then if we check the actual stats, which I'm gonna check. Let's see how we actually perform. Pulisic being the top goal scorer, 25 goals and 9 assists is crazy. Leao kind of an underdeveloped season. Reindeer's doing okay. Santi Jimenez, not great. But again, it's just his first season. And some other ones that are on loan performing pretty well as well. Morata, which I'm probably gonna sell, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, and of course, if we check the assist, Leao dominating, Pulisic, Fofana doing pretty well as well. I wanted to change him for a center back, but I think it's not a smart choice. But yeah, performing really well. I think it's a great season at the beginning, considering the team that we had. But yeah, let's go to the second season and see how we can perform. The beginning of the second season, we're gonna be doing some outgoings like Luka Jovic and of course Okafor, some selling players that I feel like it's needed for us to be able to buy some incredibly new players. More so considering that many of our players were from loan, so we'll see who we're able to sign. Okay, so for our first signing for the second season is gonna be a player who was extremely needed after Kyle Walker left on loan, and we had Calabria, who's a bit older. We needed someone who's a youngster, a right back who can rely on, and he's actually not in the main squad. I feel like it's quite a realistic signing because Malo Gusto has joined the squad for AC Milan. An incredible player who's a bench player now that Rhys James is back in form. I think it's realistic. With this, let's go. Great first signing towards the second season. But for the second signing in the season is going to be a key player, one of the greatest youngsters in the squad, a player who I think it could actually be a realistic signing. After signing with Red Bull Leipzig, of course he loved Red Bull Leipzig, but he saw no future with the club, so he joined the ranks of AC Milan. Welcome Xavi Simons towards the squad, an incredible attacking midfielder who's a great replacement to Joao Felix, who just didn't perform last season. Simons, a great player who we can rely to put in the passes, to do the dribbles, and to just perform in general. Great signing with Stefano Pioli. Here we go, AC Milan. A great start. Now for the very last signing for the second season, it's an incredible striker who I think can transform a lot of team, considering to have Santi Jimenez on the bench. Just a player who has outperformed everyone in the Bundesliga and has done amazing things. I think it's an great signing. Victor Boniface. Great to have him, an incredible signing with the number 9, a great striker towards our squad, which I feel like will transform our squad towards the future for sure. A great top tier. Okay, so after conducting a lot of different research, these are our key 3 signings that we actually developed for the season. Malo Gusto, 22 years old, a right back that is a killer. Xavi Simons, a great attacking midfielder from Leipzig. And of course, Victor Boniface, an incredible striker towards our squad. With this, it brings us to our current squad, which I feel like it's one of the best we've had, and hopefully it's able to compete in all fronts in the Serie A, having almost everyone being higher rated than 80, but also improving a lot the squad. Just having an incredible midfield, a striker position, the defense is quite good. With Kalulu kind of lacking, but I feel like he's good enough for the season, considering we also have rotation in the bench. And of course, having almost everyone being higher rated than 75, which is great for the bench players. And of course, having some beasts like Santi Jimenez and Chukwueze, and still having a lot of rotation towards the reserves. I feel like it's a great squad for the second season. It's a great squad towards our different competitions. Hopefully, it will be enough for us to compete in all fronts. With this, let's simulate the season and see how we do. Okay, guys, after simulating the second season, let's see how we actually performed. First and foremost, let's check the league where we actually won it. 93 points. Insane. 93 points. We ended up beating every single one. Inter just where is Inter? They ended up being 7th. We went from 9th to 1st in just one season. An incredible improvement from last season. Let's see in the Super Cup, we actually won it. Okay, the double. Let's see if we can win the domestic treble. And we ended up winning against Inter. Crazy run. That a domestic treble has been completed. Insane result. I think no, this is a friendly one. In the Super Cup, I don't know. I don't think we were. Okay, and then we were in the Europa League, so let's see how we actually performed. First and foremost, we ended up being first in the Europa League. Dude, this season is looking amazing. I'm not gonna lie. We are performing incredible. We ended up beating Bragg. We ended up being Sporting, killing them. Mönchengladbach, we are in the final against Arsenal, where we actually won it. We won the Europa League. We actually won 4 trophies in the second season, qualifying directly to the Champions League. An amazing result, honestly. I did not expect it to be this dominant. We still didn't end up winning the top goal scorer, but an amazing result regardless. Let's check the actual stats to see how they actually performed. With the goals, bro, Christian Pulisic is scoring 40 goals and 9 assists. He's playing Ballon d'Or numbers. I'm not gonna lie, that's insane. How did he not improve in his level? Like crazy. Leao 23 and 12. Xavi Simons having an incredible season and improving 3 points as well. Rangers doing great. Why is Morata here, bro? What is Morata here? I did not see Morata. I thought he was on loan. I think he was on loan just for a couple of months. I didn't want Morata to play. I wanted Boniface to play, or even Santi Jimenez. That's insane. Okay, for next season, I'm gonna sell him for sure. Then on the assist front, Xavi Simons, Leao, and Reindeers doing amazing numbers. An incredible second season, which just leads up to be that for next season we need to win the Champions League. It's the final thing to be for us to be able to win it. I mean, look at this squad. It's amazing. Only the defense we could improve a bit with 83 and 84, but other than that, every single one is higher rated than 85. An incredible squad with an incredible bench, just an incredible results for in general for the season. Yeah, let's see how we do in the third season. For the third season, we actually ended up selling Alvaro Morata. I don't know why he was here. He was long overdue. He was actually sold to Inter, but I don't think he's a threat. I mean, yeah, we'll see how the third season goes. Our very first signing in the third season is going to be a key center back, a great center back from the Premier League, from Tottenham Hotspurs. Here we go. Van de Ven joins AC Milan, an 86 rated center back, Dutch, who just is a machine. A great pace, a great performance, and a great general player. A great addition towards our squad. Let's go. For second signing and probably the last that we're gonna have, I don't know, we'll see. But it's a central midfielder, an Italian actual central midfielder. I feel like it's a realistic signing because coming from a Premier League club, he was from Newcastle and now joining AC Milan as an 85th rated central midfielder. We kind of don't need it as central midfielder, but because we had some injuries, I feel like it was needed for us to have a bit more squad depth and allowing for us to maybe even try to get some Italian talent towards our ranks. A great addition towards the third signing. Robela, welcome to AC Milan. With this, we finish the signings for the third season. Is going to be Van den Ven and, of course, Robela. Some great additions towards the squad for the center back and central midfielder. And, of course, if we see our squad, I feel like it's a very complete squad with everyone higher rated than 85th rated except for Tomori. Other than that, we have an incredibly diverse squad with a lot of rotation. I think Benacer is probably going to be a starter, but right now he's a bit injured. And of course, having an incredible bench with everyone higher rated than 80. An incredible team in general, which I think will allow us to have an incredible squad towards the Champions League and competing in Serie A. With this, let's simulate the season. Okay, let's after simulating the third season, let's see how we actually performed. A couple of bad streaks in the name of month, and we ended up winning the Serie A barely, but literally on the same points as Juventus. Just because we had more goals in our card, we actually won the Serie A, but it was really close. Right on the surface. Inter also doing pretty horrible, okay? Let's see the Super Cup. We actually won it against Napoli on penalties. The Coppa d'Italia, let's see. We were eliminated really early on, huh? Really early on. Okay, no worries. Let's see. Then directly in the Super Cup where we actually lost to Man City, and then the Champions League where we're gonna be checking. We did horrible in the league. We passed through Real Sociedad, we passed through Newcastle, barely though, and then the quarterfinals we lost against Manchester City. Damn. That's tough. It's not an easy draw to go at Man City. Man City passed through the final and they're competing against Madrid. Damn, sadly, we couldn't win the Champions League, but we still ended up winning La Liga and, of course, Super Cup, which is not bad. Then if we check the actual goals, of course, Pulisic, the beast, scoring 30 goals, 14. Xavi Simons doing okay. Boniface, I mean, not incredible, but they are better numbers than last season, but still not incredible. He also didn't play that much as well. Makers doing quite alright, okay. Actually benching the other player, like Rafael Leao. Maybe Leao was injured, I don't know. Reindeer, Santi Jimenez doing okay numbers. Then if we check the assists, Xavi Simons, Pulisic, and Reindeers. I actually don't see Rafael Leao, eh? Was he sold? What happened? I don't see him in the squad. Okay, live on air. Let's see where Rafael Leao actually is, because he didn't actually end up performing with us, and he's at Man United. That's insane. How did he leave in the middle of the season? So that's why we didn't win the Champions League, which makes sense. I don't know if he had a release clause, but I don't think he did. Yeah, because that was the only weak part from our squad for sure. Also, Tomori didn't improve at all. So I think we're going to be checking those two positions to improve for next season. Sadly, Rafael Leao left us. I wish he would have stayed, but it is what it is. I mean, he ended up leaving. So yeah, let's go check the fourth season. Let's see how we do. Our first signing for the fourth season is going to be a center back called Piero Hincapié, an 86 rated center back who will allow us to improve our squad and compete against the likes of Tomori. Great the replacement signing for Rafael Leao, a player who was a legend for the Serie A, but for another club, he missed the same Serie A, he missed the Italian market. Here we go, Bicha Kvaratskhelia. A hard name to pronounce, but an incredible player, also known as Baradona, an incredible set piece which I think can transform our squad towards another realm. Hopefully, he will be able to perform in ways Rafael Leao just couldn't. With this, a great signing. Another signing for the fourth season is going to be a player who was actually previously at AC Milan, who just didn't measure up to the challenge and they just had to sold him to Atalanta. Decateller, a great central attacking midfielder who allows us to improve our squad depth and to compete with Xavi Simons. Great signing in general. I feel like every single one of them has allowed us to find a different scenario, different things to be able to comply with. But in the end, they have all been improvements towards our squad. With this, we can see this would be. I tried to sign Brahim, by the way. They just rejected me multiple times, but sure. These are the actual signings we did. Piero Hincapié as a center back, Kvaratskhelia as a left winger, and Decateller as a cam. Great signings overall, and just a great general performance for the squad. And then if we check the actual squad, this would be the final one, which would include. Hold on, let me put this guy, which would include some key changes, which would be the Cateller here, of course, for a bench, but also Kvaratskhelia and Hincapié as the main starters. With this, hopefully with this squad that is already higher than 85 rated and a great bench, we can compete in all competitions. With this, let's go. Okay, guys, after simulating the fourth season, let's see how we actually performed. First and foremost, we ended up winning the league, of course. It's become a common thing now, winning a ton of trophies. Then in the Super Cup, we actually won it again. Nice, great performance. In the Coppa d'Italia, we also won it. Domestic travel has become the common norm now. The UEFA Super Cup, we weren't in it. Okay, and the Champions League, which we're going to be checking. First, we ended up being second in the league, which means we passed through. We ended up beating Newcastle. We ended up beating Leverkusen. And we ended up being eliminated by Atletico, bro. How? How did Atletico eliminate us? That should have been the final that we went to. But it is what it is. We didn't qualify, so we're going to be playing the fifth season. If we check the actual stats, let's see how we actually performed in general, with Pulisic being 45 goals and 16 assists, bro. What else can he do? Kubica has done decent numbers, 17 and 16, pretty well. Simmons doing okay. Boniface horrible, bro. I feel like I'm gonna replace him next season, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, the attack was pretty good, so at least I'll give them that. And if we check the assist, Theo did amazing numbers, Xavi Simons, and of course Rovella. Great performance. I feel like great performance overall is just the Champions League. We need that final push, and in my opinion, I feel like the only final push we need is a better striker. Because Boniface hasn't performed, Jimenez hasn't performed, we need someone that just can bring in and just do completely revolutionize this team. So I feel like I'm gonna invest a lot in that in the first season, but we'll see. For the fifth season, I'm sorry, we're gonna be doing an unrealistic signing, but we need to go all in. In my opinion, if we don't do this kind of signings, we're not gonna win any single trophies. So of course, I'm bringing in the legend Erling Haaland. After many years at Man City, I feel like it would be realistic for him to move to another club. 93 rated striker for us. Welcome to AC Milan, Haaland, for us to transform the striker position and to drive us to win some Champions Leagues. With this, let's go. An incredible signing towards our fifth season. Let's go. Tomori was actually requested to transfer listed, so I sold him. The same with Santi Jimenez, just some players who needed some rotation. We'll see who we bring in to replace them. So yeah, for the fifth season, this would be our only core key signing of Erling Haaland for us to transform. Honestly, the striker position has been something we just haven't figured out. Every single time we have good players, but they just don't perform. That's why I decided to make an unrealistic signing and sign someone like Haaland. But I feel like it's an incredible squad for us to be everyone higher rated than 85, most that are higher rated than 90. I feel like if the squad is going to win a Champions League, it needs to be this season. With this, we're going to be simulating. Let's see how we do. For the fifth season, as you can see here right now, we are directly in the final of the Champions League, which is amazing news for us, honestly, going against Napoli. I feel like it's incredible. We ended up being 10th in the league. Then we ended up beating Lens, and of course, we ended up beating Villarreal, which is pretty good. Arsenal as well, Atletico Madrid, and now Napoli. I don't know who Napoli has, but apparently they eliminated Man City, so they're a powerful team. They eliminated Real Madrid. Yeah, they eliminated like the big matches. So it's a decisive match. Then if we check the Serie A, we ended up winning it with the same points as Juventus, 88 points. Amazing. The double could be in contention. The Super Cup, we actually weren't competing in it. The Coppa d'Italia, we ended up being directly eliminating Juventus and losing the final to late Lazio, bro. Okay, that could have been a dub. Then here, nothing. And yeah, of course, here in the Champions League, where we are directly in the final. Amazing. Let's check out how our team actually performed in terms of the stats. Let's see. We ended up being 32 goals and 9 assists. Erling Haaland was the missing piece we were lacking of, a decent, incredible striker. But Pulisic and Bichad just didn't fall behind with incredible goal contributions. Xavi Simons doing alright. Sadly, he's injured. Haaland won't be able to play this game. Dude, Haaland and Benacer, that's crazy though. Three of their main squad won't be able to play this game, but okay, I'll still manage. We'll see. Reindeer's doing amazing, Theo doing amazing, and the assist department, Pulisic, Bicha, and Xavi Simons doing incredible. If we check our current actual team, we ended up being with incredible, almost everyone higher rated than 90, with an incredible squad. Honestly, there's no reason why this team shouldn't win the final of the Champions League. Hopefully, it is that way. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's see how we do. The final of the Champions League, an incredible achievement. Sadly, we could not play with Xavi Simons and Benacer because one has a red card and another one is injured. But it is what it is. We still have an incredible squad and great rotation with Robela and of course Decateller. An incredible rotation within our squad, so I feel like we can compete in all fronts. Another observation from this final is that we are facing Okafor, our previous striker from AC Milan, as well as players such as Onana and Frankie de Jong. An interesting squad for Napoli. We'll see if they're able to perform in the final of the Champions League. Let's go. What the hell? Pulisic makes the shot and Onana saves it. An incredible shot. Reindeers. Reindeers has the opportunity. Isn't able to. The lot. The ex-Man United player passes it to Nunez. Nunez makes the shot and it's save. It's save again. My Nan saving us from the dooms of Napoli. Horrible team. Another opportunity saved by my Nan. Bro, I don't have any words. We can't do anything. At this point, they deserve to win. Not gonna lie. Yeah, they deserve to win by far. Not gonna. Oh, great goal. Great goal. I'm not even excited, but great goal by Boniface, who is able to draw the game. I can't believe it. I mean, I went pure concentration on it. I'm a bit phased. I'm not gonna lie. I've been doing this for like 5 hours, but it's crazy though that we were able to just come in. In my mind, I had already lost the game. I don't know. Then Boniface comes around and scores a banger. 1-1. Great performance. Drawn. Probably gonna go to extra time. It's not gonna be easy, but we'll see. Can't defend. They're just losing time because it's for their benefit. We played a horrible game. Horrible. Now my odds are not in my favor. I don't like my odds here. Not gonna lie. It is what it is. Okay, I need to fall into the position of the game. Okay, Christian Pulisic, you should be scoring this one. You have the highest one. Okay, nice. Not bad. Let's see. Lemar, come on, you can miss it. Come on, bro. Come on, Theo. It's yours. You can't miss it. Dude, what? I knew I wasn't gonna win this. I knew it. I just knew it. I'm done. I already lost. I'm not gonna lie. I already lost. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I lost. The game is finished. The game is done. After 5 seasons, I failed the challenge. It's the second failed challenge I've done, which is nice. But it is what it is. Honestly, I wish I had the time to rerun, to redo the season, to redo the game. I just don't. I have to accept the defeat and just enjoy that we won the league title, the cup, and of course we won multiple trophies throughout the season, but it still feels like a sour patch. It is what it is. But I was saying that maybe if we had the entire squad, the entire lineup, if we had Benacer and Xavi Simons, I think we would have won. And I think if I probably do a couple more seasons, for sure we would win it. But we end up with this amount of trophies, and of course with this squad in general for the squad of the season. If you like it, like and subscribe, and of course, leave out a suggestion in the comments. And I'll see you guys later. Peace. Maybe next time I'll try to do the challenge for AC Milan again soon. I think that will be on my playlist for the next couple of weeks, but we'll see if I'm able to do it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.